to Pulled Pin Productions, the show that teaches you filmmaking tricks. I'm your host, Matthew Grover, Austin director, sweet cinematographer, and amazing filmmaker. Now, you probably can't tell, but I'm really excited because it's October and Halloween is this month, and, well, a lot of you probably don't trick-or-treat anymore. I do. And I love Halloween because it's the time of month for one of my favorite genres, horror. And one thing that you must always have for horror is fake blood. But what I see in a lot of low productions is that their fake blood doesn't look very realistic. It's too runny, it's too thick, it's too red, it's too dark. All those things are what make a movie stink. So I will show you how to make amazing fake blood for your production out of household materials. Okay, so for this fake blood, you're gonna need, instead of using corn syrup, which I see a lot of people use, I'm gonna go a more basic route and use clear, washable school glue. It has about the right thickness as corn syrup, and it's clear, so you don't have to worry about it turning out pink or something. And then another material you're gonna need is something to mix it all in. And then you're gonna need your food coloring. In this case, I am using red, the color of blood. And then just to darken it up a little bit, I'm gonna use some cocoa mix. You can use anything really though. You could use cocoa syrup. I'm just gonna use this because I had it and it's a household material. Now none of this stuff I had to go out and buy. I already had all this. So now let me show you how to make the fake blood. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take your container. You're gonna want to dump all of your school glue in it. Now I've noticed that this school glue does have a lot of like bubbles, but that's okay because trust me, they'll come out. So just don't worry about having too many bubbles. Yeah, wow, this takes a really long time actually. Well, I'm just gonna stop right there. I'll add more later, but okay, so you got your basis for your blood. It's very thick. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some of my red food coloring. I'm just gonna drop it in there. Not too much. Okay, so now that you got your red food coloring in there, and you may be worried that this is too thick, don't worry. The red food coloring will thin it out, but now you're just gonna wanna stir it up. It's looking pretty good already, except as you can see, it's way too clear. You can see right through it. So I'm just gonna set my spoon down, and that's what I have this for. This will darken it up, and then this will also just maybe thicken it a little bit because I'm noticing that it might be a little runny now. But okay, so now I'm just gonna put some of this cocoa mix in there, and a good rule of thumb. Is that put a little bit in at a time, because you can always take some out, or you can always put some more in, but you can never take any out. So I'm just gonna start with very little. It's kind of cool how it just sits at the top. Then I'm gonna mix that up. Now this is going to take a while to mix up, like so I don't see any of this, the dark brown stuff. So I'm just gonna stop the video now and keep stirring. Now, remember when I said not to put too much chocolate cocoa powder in? Well, I put too much in, but that's why I saved some more of this. Well, and so now I can just pour this again back in there, and then that should lighten it up, or not make it so dark. Now I just want to stir this up. And then I can always go ahead and add more food coloring again, but after I stir this up for a while, it's gonna look pretty awesome. As you can see, it's looking like blood. And if you're not satisfied with this, you can just go and make it with corn syrup, but I think this is a very good fake blood, and I'm happy with it. So now, obviously it's not going to need any more red food coloring, haha. And once you're happy with it, stop stirring, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it right back in this container. And then I have this little nozzle right here. Y'all know how a blue bottle works. And then I can just like pour it on the actor skin like that, like that. And that's gonna be much more efficient than trying to take a spoon and doing it, or taking a cotton swab and doing it. So yeah, let me just finish it up. And this is what the finished product looks like, and it's pretty bloody awesome if I do say so myself. Now one thing I did forget to mention is that I did get some of this on my skin, and it washes right off. That might have something to do with the washable school glue, that it's washable. I don't know. All I know is it washed off. Try not to get on your shirt though, because the food coloring I'm sure will still stain, and it has chocolate in it, and you just don't want it to stay in your best shirt. So be careful not to get on your clothes, and if you're gonna use your clothes, use dirty clothes that you don't mind getting dirty and possibly ruining. Anyways, that's this episode of Pulled Pin Productions. Join us next week when we show you how to rip open someone's stomach.